Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomizer speedrun. Today, my goal is to thank Lil Rainbow Pagan for your subscription here on the Twitch channel. I appreciate that. My goal is to speedrun Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomizer to try and get under 25 minutes here in the fastest speedrunning randomizer preset. All of the relics are randomly distributed around the castle, and I have to go find them all. But I start with a lot of speedrunning items and abilities, so I'm starting off with a pretty decent head start. You hope I'm feeling better? I am feeling a lot better today. I think I'm going to be pretty much back to normal by tomorrow if I continue to do well as far as my health goes. If you guys didn't know, I did catch COVID recently, and I'm still kind of feeling it, but I'm feeling so much better now than the last couple days. So a lot of people have been wishing me well and saying such nice things to me. So appreciate all of you guys. It has been a struggle for sure, but I'm happy to be feeling a lot healthier. File name Biggs, too late. Yeah. I'll name something after Biggs eventually, for sure. But yeah, I have the Patreon goal underneath my pixelated face to remind you guys that at 100 patrons, I will be doing a randomizer tournament. Oh my god, Holy Glass is right at the start. Let's go. Randomizer being random. So this randomizer tournament is something I've done before. I've done a randomizer tournament last year, and I want to do another one. The Patreon goal is there to help fund the tournament winnings. So if you want to be a part of that, ooh, Power of Sire, interesting. That's what the Patreon goal is for. We just skipped death, by the way. There's a lot going on. Obsidian Sword, interesting. Not that interesting. Ice Cream, very interesting, actually. And Soul of Wolf. I will grab this because I want to. All right. Yeah, high death, by death. So part of the reason I'm playing this preset is because I want to do a test run of a lot of different randomizer presets. Actually, Block and Knife will be interesting for damage later. Nice. So we're going to be doing a test run today live on my Twitch stream of a lot of different randomizer presets to try and find which ones are the best for speedrunning. I'm already pretty confident that Nimble is going to end up in the tournament at some point. But I want to do a tournament with multiple randomizer presets, so multiple ways to play through the randomizer and speedrun through it as a part of this tournament. I think that'll be a lot of fun. It'll change up the gameplay. It'll make sure that the players who are playing are just good at the game overall and not just memorizing how to beat one type of randomizer. And it'll make the gameplay just unique. So I'm excited for that. Adventure might be too long. Ring of Vlad, nice. Honestly, off to a pretty good start. Already a Vlad relic, 3 minutes in. I'm pretty happy about this. If your stream is desynced, you probably just need to reset. It's on Twitch's end. This can happen sometimes. Library card, please? Fuck. Okay. If that was a library card, we would have been in business. This would have been a fantastic seed. Part of the way that this randomizer works is getting a library card is actually really, really big for speedrunning it, but we just got baited. So one of the ways I'm thinking about handling the tournament is by creating a best-of-3 system with, similar if you guys know anything about Smash Brothers and the way that the tournaments are run for Smash Brothers, is the way that you pick which stage you play on, it goes through like a band system. Like you have bands and like counter picks and stuff like that. I'm thinking about doing that for the randomizer. Something where you do a best of 3 with like an option of like 5 or 6 different presets. And then the players will take turns either banning or counterpicking different presets. No marionettes. Is this for the clock cycle? I literally just forgot, Elpin. I'm going to be honest. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Gold ring? I kind of need that, yeah. How many presets even exist? There's like 10. Some of them are very similar to each other, so it's hard to distinguish between them. So I'm going to try and pick the ones that are the most different, if that makes sense. That's my current, like, bracket idea. I'll come up with new stuff as well. Like, I don't want to be too married to too many ideas at once. So I'm going to try and, like, work my way through multiple ideas of how the tournament should be run. And then I'm going to talk to the competitors. And we'll work our way through what is a good idea, what is not a good idea for the tournament. There's going to be multiple stages of the tournament as well. So not everything will be happening in like a bracket. We'll probably have like an open pools system as well for people to gain elo and then make it into a final bracket, or just that final bracket will be the seeding will be done based off of pools, stuff like that. That is the other thing, is I also want to be a part of my own tournament because I think it'll be a lot of fun. The only downside is I want to make it so that way my placement doesn't, I don't win anything from the tournament. Does that make sense? So I think my placement in the tournament will just be for, will it? I don't know. I'll have to figure it out because I want to be a part of it and play as a part of it. But I also don't want to win my own tournament or make any winnings from my own tournament. Does that make sense? So I could basically just like cut myself out of the final placements, whatever I place, and then just whoever was below me or whatever will instead make it through. I don't know. It's hard to say. All right, Aurochs, don't make a freaking remix all of a sudden. Yeah, I'll just be in Thug Finals. That's what it's called. When you just play the guy who won the tournament. Open pools. Is there Lazy River too? Yeah, where you just play through the game casually. The other thing a lot of people don't know about in this game is there is a co-op. You can play through Symphony of the Night co-op, and I want to involve co-op in some way as another part of the tournament itself. The way co-op works is that you share items and relics with another player, and you have to go through the game while sharing those items. Doubles like in tennis. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a doubles. It would be a 2v2 situation. The thing is I only want to do it for like one round of the bracket as well. So I don't know. It could just be like a silly thing that we do for fun as well. But we'll see. What? Will I ever play Castlevania 4? I don't know. I've tried playing Castlevania 4 on my own, and I have a hard time really super getting into classic Castlevanias. But I'll never say never. There's a good chance that I'll play it someday. After Tournament 2v2 Special Edition. Or maybe what we can do as part of the tournament is have, like, side tournaments. Does that make sense? Maybe we have a 2v2 side tournament. Oh, I don't need, there's no cutscene here. I already killed Minotaur and Werewolf. I forgot. The issue with doing a Richter co-op with Alucard, it's a lot of fun to do. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun when me and Rom Scout, for example, were messing around with Richter Alucard co-op. The issue with doing that for the randomizer is that it just doesn't work as well. Unless you play as Richter and then switch to Alucard afterwards, if that makes sense. I don't know. But maybe we'll have a... I think the best way to involve a co-op in it might just be to have a side tournament. Honestly, I think that's the best plan. Instead of trying to shoehorn it into the regular tournament, I think having a side tournament where you can compete in doubles just might be the best way to handle it. Because not everybody is going to want to do doubles, and not everybody's going to have the internet to set it up. Because I think you do need to have like your ports forwarded or something like that in your router to host. So instead of trying to like force people to set that up, we'll probably just have it be like, for those that want to enter doubles, we'll have it as an option. What's up, Random All Ryu? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah. Richter, unfortunately, the randomizer just doesn't super work right now for him. Like, it works, but it's just not as intricate, you know? Zero's Castlevania fighter style, yeah. It's unfortunate that that game never got finished, and the newest version got lost, if I remember correctly. I've played the Castlevania fighter fan game before, and apparently the version I played and a version that's like publicly available is like not even the quote-unquote current version, and the current version is lost. So that's sad. And it's no longer in development, from my understanding. Oh, come on, get up there. It's a fun game, though. Still no library cards. That kind of sucks. The site got hacked or something? Yeah. It's so sad. Oh, missed. I do need that. Oh, right before going to the library, too? That's pretty big for us, actually. We might not even need our library card now. You were an early beta tester? Damn. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the version that I played, so... Yeah, it's sad that it wasn't even a C&D from Konami. It was, the person just got hacked, which is fucking sad. What fucking degenerate is gonna hack a fan game website? Like, holy shit. There we go, elevator. Yeah. From my understanding, I don't think Konami has C&D'd any fan projects that I'm aware of. Oh, you know what's a really cool fan project that I want to stream? And I've been meaning to do this for a long time. Yo, Merman statue. That's nice. There's a first-person Castlevania game that was made in the Doom engine, and I want to try it out. I had it downloaded on my old computer. But I haven't transferred it over to my new computer yet. But yeah, I want to play that for sure. The Doom CV is good. I've heard good things about it, and it looks amazing. So I think that would be a fun stream. The Doom CV is rad. Nice. Thank you, X0. Or I guess you would just pronounce it as 0. But regardless, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm interested in Tooth of Vlad and library card at the shop. That is like the best case scenario for us. Alucard shield? Bro. Oh, I actually probably should have bought a Varda instead, but still, whatever. Platforming kind of sucks in it, though. Oh. Oh, where am I going? I need to get this... Platforming in Doom always sucked. True. Yeah, that was kind of my beef for not buying the Varda. There's no cutscene here. What am I doing? Whatever. I still am doing insane damage, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we don't need items anymore. This seed is insane. Come on. All right. So now we... Library card, yep. I think the play now is we check the, what's it called? the Spirit Orb because I forgot to do it earlier. And then if it's nothing, we go to the second castle. I don't even think I'm losing that much time because it takes over a minute to check Spirit Orb anyways. So, yeah. Metroidvania co-op. One player plays SOTN, the other plays Super Metroid. It's technically possible to do, but nobody has set up the proper, like, code to send information between the two games, Captain Stinky. But I would love to do a like a multi-world or a multi-game type SOTN co-op randomizer thing. What happened to the cam? I just didn't feel like setting it up because I've been sick lately, and it's been really nice to not have to have a bright light in my face while I'm feeling sick. But the cam should be back soon. So if you missed out on the cam, don't worry, it's coming back soon. It's mostly just been for my comfort. Chill out, let the man stream. It's okay. It's understandable to ask what happened. Because it is different. I am doing something different. So I'm not offended or anything. I am down with the sickness, unfortunately. I'm still feeling so much better than I did before, though. Yeah, getting COVID, 0 out of 10, do not recommend. And it was nothing. All right. So now we library card. We go to the second castle. And we win the video game, I think. Yeah, I'm at the point now where, like, no longer have a fever. My cough is still a little annoying, but I'm not coughing because my throat hurts. I'm coughing because I have shit in my, like, mucus in the back of my throat that's really annoying. And that's about it. So, yeah, this run is actually kind of legit. We might PB. My PB is like a 32, I want to say. So, yeah. Just got to over COVID yourself on your birthday. Yeah. I'd still rather have COVID than go to work. Damn. Honestly, understandable. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like right now. Oh, yeah, we warp. The worst part for me now is definitely like the sinuses, and I still have a decent amount of like brain fog. Like COVID brain is a real thing. It's much harder for me to focus when I'm a little more scatterbrained. I'm hoping that goes away and that my general IQ didn't just like decrease by 40% because of COVID, but whatever. We'll see. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. How about smell and taste? It seems to be fine-ish now, outside of the fact that because my sinuses are messed up, my smell and taste in general are dampened. But yeah. But I don't think it's like... I don't know. I don't know what the difference is personally. So it's still like my senses are still a little dampened, but I do not know what you were saying, Diki Ria. This is English only chat, please. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I only understand English, I'm sorry. Playing on emulator? Yes, I am. I'm playing on BizHawk. Exclamation mark EMU if you want to get a list of all the emulators that I use. Oh, nice. Another Vlad Relic. Don't forget about Dragon Helm. Thank you. What? Or I guess exclamation mark emulator, but yeah. He wants me to go to Brazil? All right, bet. I'm going to Brazil tomorrow for you then. That or is... No, Stream Elements is working, so I guess... I don't know. But the current emulator I'm using is BizHawk. Yo, what's up, Talek? I heard you're working on new Chaos stuff. I'm excited to see it. Congrats, I don't think we talked recently. That makes sense. I've been kind of away. But yeah, thank you for the congrats. I appreciate it. There was something that you asked in my YouTube comments that I don't remember if I answered. If you remember what it is that you asked me. Oh, you were asking about it was in Discord, was it? I have COVID brain, so I can't remember anything. But there was something that you asked about the talking about Muramasa percent. I on the same Xbox profile, I did some testing with the Muramasa because I wanted to know if Bloodstone affected. You definitely didn't ask about Muramasa, really? I could have swore you asked why I was talking about it, and maybe I made that up. Maybe it was somebody else. I don't remember. But yeah, long story short, my flea, the good boost. Yeah, I got the good boost. That's what I was... Okay, it all comes back full circle. So the reason I got the good damage boost was because of editing my saves from Muramasa percent. I just super lucked out with the way that it worked out. Because before, my success rate for getting the good boost, that's unfortunate, was almost 0%. I got the medium boost more often than not if I got the auto dash. Every time I got the auto dash, it was like almost guaranteed that I got the medium boost. I actually should go get that. My Spittlebone has a drip at the very end, which is a little scary, but what am I doing? I don't need more items now. What about beating the game using only spells and usable items? I've basically done that before, but I could do it again. It's not that hard. You have to spam Soul Steal to kill Dracula, and you have to spam Soul Steal to kill... Oh, I guess if you don't have Duplicator, you'd have to, like, farm Mana Prisms, which is annoying. Because there's no way that you'd be able to beat them without Mana Prisms. That, or you just have to survive dodging attacks forever, but yeah. But yeah, long story short, I finally figured out, or basically didn't figure it out, but I finally got the good boost in a run consistently while also getting the auto dash, which saves so much time. It's crazy how much time that saves. It's one of the reasons I got the world record that I did. I also talked about it the other day. My 1626 is good. I'm not going to say that it's bad, but there's a lot of mistakes that could have easily been corrected. And I'm kind of at the point now where the current, I would say, peak human skill time for any percent is probably closer to like a 1622, 1621. I think it's pretty humanly viable. But whatever. I'm not gonna do it. Whatever. I feel like even if I don't make any of those mistakes, I won't even get sub 29. There are some things that I do that are just really fast. I would say, you know what it is, honestly? That I think my Wing Smash execution, just starting a Wing Smash from neutral, yeah. I think starting a Wing Smash from neutral, the first one, I think I'm just able to do it faster, and I'm fucking Talic Zealot! God damn it. Oh, shit. Fuck. Fuck. I still remember, I forget which one it was that you did this on. I'm so used to having the... I'm so used to being... Okay, so anybody who gambled on this one, I am so sorry. My bad. I let you down. I didn't have the Jewel of Open. I forgot. Oh my god, and I'm gonna die. Oh my god, this is a train wreck. What was I even saying anymore? I don't remember. But yeah, I guess some of my just general execution, like garnet mashing and wing smash execution, is just really good, which helps save time. Because it's funny, Symphony of the Night is not an analog video game. Like, there's no analog presses that you can do. Sorry that I hit that P really hard into the microphone. There's no analog buttons or anything like that. But the game kind of controls somewhat analog because the way that you're able to control Alucard is based off of such small differences in like the way that you shield dash, the way that you execute different things. But yeah, that guy was correct. 9 years into fricketing Jewel of Open, we should all give up. True. You gambled on greater than 45, so I'm cool. Yeah, honestly, if you are a believer, oh my god, I'm gonna die. You should definitely stop believing. For today specifically. Because I have COVID brain. You updated the progression? Oh, thank you so much for doing that. I was in the process of... First of all, I don't know how to... Like, I didn't know if I had permission or anything like that to update it, because I was going to update it myself at some point. Because I was using it as a tool for the progression video that I made. Because it's a very great tool. I'm going to die. Never mind, I'm good. Anyone can do it? Really? I didn't know that. I guess I didn't look into how to do it or anything like that, but thank you so much for doing that. That's how a wiki works. I guess I've never edited a wiki before. Also, I should have just skipped Beelzebub. God damn it. Have I saved yet? I don't think I have yet, so let's save. Hope you're fine. You'll have a short recovery. I'm feeling a lot better, Azu. Thank you. Hate it when Beelzebub has Jewel. Yeah. Also, Talik, you missed it earlier. We were talking a little bit about the Randomizer tournament, and I'm going to continue to have discussions about it, especially with players specifically, because I want to have the players' feedback more than anything else for how I want to run it. But I was thinking about, instead of... because I wanted co-op to be a part of it, but instead of co-op being part of the main tournament, I think I'm going to have a side tournament for specifically co-op. How did I enjoy my first playthrough of FF7? I'm going to continue going for it. I'm going to continue playing it. I'm having a lot of fun, actually. FF7 actually has been a lot of fun. I think if I wasn't playing it on stream, I would get bored more easily because the gameplay is a little slow, but that's because the game is old. And older games in general did just kind of have slower paced stories and gameplay in general. Some of the translation stuff, because I am playing on the original PlayStation version, is kind of annoying because the translation is a little janky. But for the most part, if I ever run into an issue with the translation, chat usually like helps me through it. The voice acting was on point. It helps that I'm able to do a much deeper voice than usual because of the COVID voice. Oh my god. You played FF10 before 7, so it may have contributed to not liking 7. That's fair. Yeah. You a fan of Devil May Cry at all? I've never played a Devil May Cry game before. In general, action games where the idea is to like play through them once and then like do multiple playthroughs and like get good ranks and stuff like that. I've never really super gotten into games like that because I feel like you have to do multiple playthroughs to really get the full experience. But yeah. Like SOTN. I think they're kind of different, but yeah, I could see where the differences, or sorry, the similarities could shine through. The thing is it's not that I don't like the games, it's I've never given them enough time. So maybe they are similar enough that I would like them, but the issue is it's an issue of time, you know? DMC can definitely just be played casually. The issue is that the way that those games are played casually, I don't like. Does that make sense? I feel like I would like the game a lot more in a more because the idea of like replaying the game to get a better score or replaying the game to do better, that's the kind of shit that I like, but it requires time investment, I guess. Have I ever played an action game? Well, it depends on what you define as an action game. Like, do you define Dark Souls as an action game? Because I've definitely played Dark Souls. But, like, Bayonetta is something that I would consider somewhat similar, or, like, the God of War, original God of War series is somewhat similar. But I could be wrong. Maybe they're not that similar. Yeah, I've never played Legacy of Kain either. These are just, it's just a gap in my gamer, ness, I guess. There's a lot of genres that I just missed out on. RTS is one of the genres I missed out on. Bayonetta, you have to play it. All right, bet. That's the battle designer for FF6. Oh, cool. Onimusha. Yeah, I've missed out on all these games. I've never played a Dynasty Warriors either. I haven't played a lot of different video games, if that hasn't been made clear by now. So I'm starting to think that I need to go back for Holy Glasses check, and that's going to give me Jewel of Open. And then that's going to unlock the final Vlad relic at, like Spike Breaker or maybe Silver Ring, but yeah. There's a big Metroidvania sale going on. Yeah. That's cool. There was a bunch of Metroidvanias on sale on Steam too. In my COVID brain, it was really hard for me not to just buy random video games, hoping that I could just like, oh, this is my chance to just play some video games and like relax, even though I didn't play any video games while I was sick. But yeah. Tribute. Flying Monkey. Wow. Welcome. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Slaves. It's very easy when you don't have money. Yeah, that's fair. I have played Dead Cells, yeah. I made a video not too long ago of me playing Dead Cells. Sure, I'll grab this. I know you hate Nintendo, but if you want to do RTS, Pikmin is an amazing series. Pikmin I played as a kid. I love Pikmin. So here's the thing. I don't hate Nintendo video games. I hate Nintendo as a company. I think Nintendo is one of the worst, most egregious copyright flaunting, just terrible for video games, as they are one of the worst companies for video games. But they make good games, so yeah. Yeah, that's true. Talik did get me the best RTS ever made. AKA, that one is Brood War, yeah. So wait, let me get this straight. StarCraft Brood War is StarCraft 1, but with like all the expansions or something like that? That's why it's denoted as Brood War? Or was the title just always Brood War? And they're okay. Just making sure. I'm just making sure I understand the lore correctly, yeah. It was the DLC. Gotcha. Okay. Long ago. So what are my favorite games? Well, you're looking at one of them for sure. Symphony of the Night is the game that I've definitely played the most. If you don't realize why I hate Nintendo so much, my second favorite game of all time is Super Smash Bros. Melee. So that gives you a little bit of an understanding for why I think Nintendo is a piece of shit and should fuck the fuck off. And yeah, I'm getting absolutely owned right now. This seed started off so well, too. Oh, well. Did I do Creature? Yes, I did. I know what Mugen is, but I mostly know Mugen as fucking the salty bet machine. Speaking of Nintendo fucking over games for no reason, one of these days I should definitely play AM2R. CVS2 on acid, true. Yeah. I should buy PS1 instead of N64. I would say the PS1 is a better deal, in my opinion. If I could go back in time, well, that's the thing is I obviously grew up with a... What am I doing? No, wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? I do need to go this way. I am obviously nostalgic for the PS1, but I think the PS1 overall has a better library of games than the Nintendo 64. Because with the PS1, you get everything. You get RPGs, you get puzzle games, you get dating sims, you get racing games, you get action platformers, you get mascot platformers, you get fighting games. With the N64, you get like Pokemon Snap, Mario 64, Mario Kart, which is good. Like, these are good games, don't get me wrong. You get, I will say Mischief Makers is a really cool and interesting platformer. I'm trying to think of like other classic N64 games. I will say, I guess you get GoldenEye, and I don't think the PlayStation 1 ever had a first-person shooter as good as GoldenEye. So I will say, genre-wise, GoldenEye does kind of beat out all the other first-person shooters on PlayStation. Yeah, this is what I figured it'd be Jewel of Open here. Also, yeah, Castlevania 64, obviously. The reason you buy an N64 is for Castlevania 64, true, yeah. But what else? I heard Jet Force Gemini is good. It's fine. Whatever. MOH wasn't bad. I don't know what MOH is, to be honest. Actually, I should go this way. Oh, Medal of Honor. Yeah, they're fine. But I'm saying, like, as far as, like, cultural impact as a whole, like, what do we remember, you know, 20 years after the system's, like, been dead? The PlayStation 1 isn't remembered for having amazing first-person shooters. Where the N64 had both GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. So I think the N64 wins as far as first-person shooters go. Which is, I'm willing to admit that as someone who is still, to this day, like, PlayStation 1 is the better console. For sure. Yeah, the issue is like, N64 had great games, but so few of them, where the PlayStation 1 had a bunch of great games. And that's about it. They were just, like, a bunch of great games, instead of just a few great games. That's my ending argument, is like, you know, if you want to try and argue that, oh, but Super Mario 64 is better than Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, so it's the better 3D platform. Like, I don't care. Like, you can try and compare them one-to-one as much as you want. I would say they're all amazing games. So if you want to try and, like, argue comparing them one-to-one, I don't really care. But, like, yeah. Yep, it was Spike Breaker. I knew it. I knew Spike Breaker was going to rear its ugly head. All right. So Spike Breaker is probably our final Vlad relic. Yeah, PS2 is also the winner, I would say, of the next generation. PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, yeah. Spike Breaker is always a good bet. I'm honestly considering in Nimble, Spike Breaker, like rushing Spike Breaker is just the play all the time. Obviously, you don't want to skip out on other... Maybe I shouldn't say rushing Spike Breaker, but, you know, like prioritizing getting Spike Breaker as fast as you can is definitely the play. Dreamcast, I would say, is an underrated console for being as unique as it was, but it also just wasn't culturally super impactful in a lot of ways now. Yeah, the Dreamcast was unfortunately a little too ahead of its time. I would say most of the important Dreamcast games did get re-released, so that's good at least, on other consoles. What am I fucking doing? I have 0 brain cells. Yeah, it's a sad story, the Dreamcast. It has a great library. I agree. Most of those games have been re-released, however. I don't know. I'm not a Dreamcast expert, so I don't know if, like, oh, you have to play the originals. They have, you know, all the other versions of all the other games are just worse now or whatever, but... From my understanding, the Dreamcast has kind of been obsoleted overall because there are re-releases of everything for the most part. But I could be wrong. Why am I breaking these? I don't know. I have 0... Ooh, diamond. Never mind. That's why. I owned a Dreamcast, by the way. I still have it at my mom's place, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I wish the 360 got obsoleted. Bro, same. It almost... I guess it technically did by the Xbox One. That's the sad part, is the 360 got obsoleted, but it was by the Xbox One, which is the same exact issue as having the 360 being itself, you know? I know what you mean. You wish it would get obsoleted by PC. Honestly, that's the future we all want at the end of the day, is PC obsoleting all quote-unquote retro consoles. I think that's where video gaming should go, is if your game is like 10 years old and it doesn't have a fucking PC port, you fucked up. I would argue your game should get a PC port day one, obviously, but whatever. But I'm saying also, I don't know what I'm saying, actually. I'm having a COVID brain moment. I'm sorry. Oh, Medusa Shield. Nice. Was that Bloodborne thing on Twitter a joke again? Probably. Dude, Bloodborne's never coming to PC, man, and that makes me so sad because it means I'll never play it. Spike Breaker. Yep. Yep. Everything's pointing for me to go check Spike Breaker. Nimble, more like Batmaster. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, thank God that emulation is, you know, fucking... What am I doing? In the state that it is right now, where most consoles up to... like, Xbox 360 and PS3 are even getting a lot of good support for emulation. Fucking... The Nintendo Switch already has, like, a really decent emulator. Wii U, stuff like that. So a lot of consoles have good emulation, so... Emulation is such an important and essential part of video game preservation, so... And we're in a world now where emulation is in the best place it's ever been, you know? So many accurate emulators, so many emulators with good enhancements for different consoles. Some consoles that had, like, nothing but bad emulation, like, their entire life cycles, or for a very long time, now start to have good emulation. PlayStation 1 didn't have, like, good PlayStation emulation for such a long time. Nice. So the last... Honestly, I'm skipping everything and going straight to Spike Breaker. Watch this. You guys want to see a magic trick? I'm going to go straight to Spike Breaker, find the last Vlad Relic, and then win the video game. There are already mods for Sonic Origins Day 1. I guess it makes sense because it is just an emulator playing... Well, not just an emulator, but it's like a souped-up emulator playing through Sonic 1, 2, and 3. And those games have been modded to death in the past, so they're just working off of previous work that has already been done. It's not like a brand new video game with brand new mechanics that they need to mod, you know? So waiting for a good Saturn emulator? Yeah, BizHawk and Mednafen do Saturn emulation really well. Have I ever played A Link to the Past? Yes, I have. I've never finished it, though. I want to play through it all the way through at one point in my life, but it's hard to find time. BizHawk does everything, bro. BizHawk could emulate almost anything. And because it's a tool-assisted speedrunning-centric emulator, it's incredibly accurate. Or it at least strives to be very accurate for all of the games that it, or all the systems that it emulates, yeah. The only downside to BizHawk that I've heard for specific cores is sometimes it has additional input latency. Like the N64 emulation core apparently has a decent amount of input latency. And again, I don't even think that's BizHawk's fault. I think that's just the core that they use. Well, to be fair, any emulator... Oh my god, fuck me. Any emulator for that era of consoles is going to have input delay. Like, if you try and play any emulator, it's going to have input delay. Unless they have very complicated and sophisticated ways of eliminating that input delay. Yep. It's just that easy, folks. You just go to Spike Breaker and find a Vlad Relic every time. As someone who has played on a CRT with a Super Nintendo in hand, using Super Nintendo controller, I will say the input delay is there, yeah. You think everyone's full of shit? Trust me, Talik, it's not everyone is full of shit. I will say that some people will exaggerate how bad the input delay is, but saying there's a 1 to 2 frames of input delay is fair. Part of it is the controller, not just the emulation. Yeah, but how do you... It's like, it's a USB controller. Like, how is a USB keyboard going to have less delay than a USB controller? That's the part that I don't understand. Like, are keyboard drivers just inherently faster than, like, controller drivers? I'd believe you if you said yes. Well, then, yeah, that answers my question. All right, never mind. Also, yeah, PS/2, which I found out is a specific port, yeah. Which I guess some people still use. Those obviously probably have, like, very minimal. They seem like the type of ports that have very minimal. Well, yeah, if you play on Bluetooth, that's, like, your fault for using Bluetooth. Bluetooth is, like, 20 frames of delay or something like that. It's like playing fucking Smash Ultimate Online. Yeah, you just like to see it. Yeah, that's fair. To get like a fair assessment of like input delay. Why would you use Bluetooth for emulation? Brother in Christ, you have never talked to a casual gamer in your life, have you, Kruz? Well, I want a wireless controller, so I'm using Bluetooth. Because I want to sit on my couch 25 feet from my 90-inch screen LCD. Yeah. That's the thing is most emulators, if not all emulators, have some amount of additional input delay. It's like built into the emulator because of the way that, from my understanding, I could be wrong, and I'm super willing to be wrong on this because I'm not an expert. But from my understanding, if you emulate anything, because it has to go through additional... I can't describe it. Maybe I've just been told wrong, but I've been told that the process of emulating, unless you counteract the input delay in some way, it will inherently add input delay. For example, there is code that was found in Super Smash Bros. Melee specifically that added additional input delay that could be forcibly removed to lower the input delay and to make sure that the emulator goes even with console, if that makes sense. It can't run it in parallel, something like that. But at the end of the day, I haven't seen very many emulators that haven't been able to remove additional input delay from my understanding, but I could be wrong. Again, I'm happy to be proven wrong on any of these things, and I'm happy if somebody finds counterexamples, because, like, I'm not an expert. I want to learn these things, too. So, yeah. How's my afternoon so far? This seed was kind of bad, but other than that, I still had fun. Playing my favorite video game. But, yeah. Alrighty. Nimble, crazy that... It has the potential to be finished in, like, under 30 minutes, but also you get seeds like this that you kind of have to play through the entire castle and backtrack a lot. So, I will say at least a minute of this was my own mistake for having to backtrack to Spirit Orb, but other than that, pretty bad seed, but whatever. It's fine. Anyways, hey, if you watch this on YouTube, thank you so much. If you want to see more Randomizer and an entire Randomizer tournament, consider joining the Patreon. We are only 16 patrons away from me starting up running that tournament. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the tournament when that happens. It's free for anyone to join as well. So if you're interested in being a part of the tournament, make sure you're in my Discord, because that is the best way to know what's going on with the tournament. I will make a separate tournament section of the Discord and announce everything in there. But, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, YouTube.